Yeah, so you can probably hear the faint music background noise that I have right now. I'll just turn it down a little bit, but I hope it doesn't take as much up, take as much noise because I'm gonna have to re-record this whole video. But yeah, it's currently 4:18 in the morning, April 20 no, April 15, 2025. I was just thinking, um while I was scrolling through jobs earlier on, I was I was looking for jobs for me to apply and spend time with my friends just talking late at night. I just realized that I don't really know what's out there. And I don't think I'm not ready yet for what is out there. I've spent, I've spent 22 years of my life. Well, let's just say, at least a decade of my life having fun and not really preparing for the future. And the other half, I really can't blame myself because I'm just a kid. I'm just a young boy who is always happy and playing with his friends. But maybe I can blame the other half of my life where, you know, the part where I needed to grow up, but I was a slow boy and I grow up slow, I mature slow, and I wouldn't even call myself matured right now. For me, I don't think I'm ready for the future yet. But as a guy, I think, you know, I have to be because no one will be there to say that, oh, be ready for the future and you gotta just kind of figure it out all by yourself. And we can say that I have a dad, I have a brother, I have a my uncle, my my aunt, my grandparents. I have my family and friends to talk about it, but it's really different. It's a really different thing that you have to figure out for yourself, and only you and you alone can figure things out for yourself. And that's what I'm. I don't think I'm ready for that yet, but I have to be. Or honestly, here's a fair um, statement about it. I don't think there's the time will come that I'll ever be ready for it. And by that I mean I will never get the chance to sorry. I will never get the chance to prepare for it, nor I'll ever be actually ready for it because as a man I think you just have to learn along the way. And I don't think it only applies for men, but since this is a topic for men, mostly, I mean, this channel is made purposely for guys who are lost or just figuring out their lives as much as I'm trying to figure out mine. I think that's the hardest part is that we'll never know that when we're ready, and we just kind of have to figure things out along the way. I remember one of my mentors said when I was on a networking business, and many people have also said that you just kind of have to take the risk and figure out what's going to happen. And if you notice, me using the words just and kinda, it's because they too, back in the day, back when they were young, were also afraid and didn't know what to do with their lives. And I'm sure that everyone had to go through the same thing. At some point, some are not very vocal about it. Some will be very vocal about it. Because at some point in our lives, I think we just want to figure out what we want to do. And it gets to the point that it's not just about money. And some people, like my dad, just say that I'm probably growing up too fast because I went through the business phase where I wanted to do business and then I wanted all the money in the world, and now I'm just kind of, it's not really money that I really care about. Yes, money is very important. I would need it, and I think if I'm going to categorize myself on which class that I want to be, and by class I mean social status, I think I'd want to be like on affluent or upper affluent side because I don't really need that much money. I don't want, well, it would be nice to have something like a yacht or a mansion or something, but I don't really want a private island or something. I just want to be able to live in a simple home and be able to take a vacation whenever I want and have all my basic needs and be able to support whoever I want to support and need to support. So that's kind of my goal here. And at some point, I think that's everyone's goal in their lives. Some may want more, but that's them, and I don't really judge them for that. It's nice to have a goal like that. But yeah, back to the topic. Maybe some of you guys do already know what do you want to do in life. And some of you are not really that much afraid of what's going to happen out there. Just kind of stop thinking and just do whatever comes in your way. And that's great. That's great. And I'm happy for you for having that kind of perspective and feeling about this topic. But like me, not all people would have that kind of perspective. And maybe, yes, maybe at some point we'll get there. We understand and we look at things the same way as you do. But then again, we'll find ourselves lost in the state of what am I gonna do and what am I supposed to do? And I think all of us get there because the world is vast and there's so many things to try out in this life that we don't know what to focus on. This the book called Ikigai. It's a Japanese based something. I don't know if I think it's written by some Japanese. I forgot the author. I'm sorry, but it consists. There was this Venn diagram that consists of. Yes, I'm looking at it right now in my wall. It consists of what you love, what you're good at, what you can be paid for, and what the world needs. And I listed down some things that I wanted to do, and I'm just kind of figuring out. There was this one profession that aligned with my ikigai, but even though I love it, I think I'm good at it, I can be paid for it, and I think that's what the world needs, but I got to the point that I'm doubtful if that's even my ikigai or that's even my calling, my purpose. And when you have doubt in your heart, that's kind of where it all just falls apart and you wonder if it is really your ikigai or calling. And regardless if all aligns, you're just kind of stuck there. And yeah, I don't think I'm ready for what's out there. So I'm probably just gonna have to learn along the way what to do with what's presented in front of me. I don't think that there will be a time that I'll ever figure things out. There's no there's no moment of aha or I understand it now. Maybe at some point I'll do get there, but right now I'm pretty young and I have so much things to go through. I have a lot of adventure in my life. And people may tell me that I'm rushing life, that I want to do so many things. I think that's normal part of growing up. I think wanting to do so many things, it's a part of life where you are exploring and discovering new things. But yeah, am I scared? Yes. But I feel confident that I'll be able to understand and handle whatever that is presented in front of me in the future and what is in front of me right now. I'm confident that I'll get through it, and I'm confident that whatever emotions that I may feel will all pass. Because that's just how life is. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know this is a very silent talk and a very deep one. Maybe it gave you some sense of reflection to you. And I don't know if I'm gonna get flamed in the comments. I just always make sure that I try to say stuff from my heart, from what I feel. And if guys enjoyed this video, maybe give it some like and subscribe. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.